Well, hello, everybody. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome. Come on in the room. Hello. My name is Chauntelle, and I welcome you to Becoming Chauntelle. Oh my goodness, it took me a few years to be able to say I was becoming Chauntelle. But when we're all said and done with it, you're going to be able to put your name there and say becoming. Now fill your name in. Let me tell you a little bit about me. I retired at 58. I always wanted to retire early. But to be honest with you, I never had put out a plan. It was just kind of one of those things that I had in the back of my mind that I was like, I really want to retire early. I don't want to wait until I'm exhausted and then I retire. Well, fast forward, the pandemic came and everything that I really wanted to have in place kind of was all lined up, and I retired during the pandemic. They offered us a wonderful package, and I took the package and I hit the ground running with no plan. I suggest you not to do that. Don't do that, okay? I am such a risk taker, but I would not ever tell anybody else to take the risk that I take. Yeah, don't do that. Um, and I knew that I didn't want to just retire. I knew that I was going to have to do a reset. And it wasn't going to be just like a reset. It was going to be like shut everything down and let's do a hard reset. So, what did I start doing? I started asking God, what now? And what came next? Y'all ready for it? It was a whole bunch of silence. So imagine you're like, uh, you set this up to where it was like one of those, like, Chauntelle, this is exactly what you asked for. Now moving, and now the heavens are silent. Are you serious? So I took this time to get to know who I was again. I knew who I was as the employee, but who was Chauntelle? What did I want to do for the rest of my life? I always wanted to be an entrepreneur. I dreamed of having opened up some type of business. At one time, I wanted a hat shop. And you know how we go through all those different changes. You want this and you want that. Excuse me. You want this and you want that. But you really hadn't finalized your plans. They were really all just kind of fuzzy in your head. So I had to get to the point to where I figured out what I wanted to do and I figured out who I was. And at that point, that's when everything changed. And I'm so grateful that I took that time out because a lot of us think that we are what our job title is. We know that we're not, but trying to detach from that, you realize how much you thought of yourself as what you do. Okay. And when you retire and all of that is gone, you realize I don't know myself. I know things about me, but I don't know myself. So you have to take that time out to get to know yourself. I know many of you may be navigating seasons of new in your life. And you know you have that feeling of calling, you've been called to more, or trying to figure out how to use all this new time if you have retired. Or maybe your story is you're working and you want to set yourself up to walk away so that you can see the desires of your heart manifest. And the one thing we know, in order to do this, we are gonna have to learn a lot of these new tools that are out here, like ChatGPT, Canva, setting up your own website, or possibly even creating an Etsy store without pulling your hair out. If that's you, girl, you are in the right place. All right. So some of you may be familiar with Chat GPT, but you use it as a, hey, Chat, can you say this? And how do I say this better? If I tell you that Chat can become your business partner, It will blow your mind, the things that ChatGPT can help you do. And we're going to begin to walk through that together so that you can set yourself up, whether you're still at work and you want to create a side hustle, whether you have retired and you want to supplement your Social Security like I do. All right. There's going to be so many things that you can use it for that are going to really be beneficial to you. Now, it doesn't mean that everybody on here is going to be trying to start a digital store. No, you can take these same principles. A principle works in every place that you put it. So it doesn't matter if it's a physical store that you want to start, a beauty shop, a real estate business, whatever it may be, you still are going to need these tools that I'm talking about. And for those of us in our age range, sometimes we're a little leery to these new things and we'll tap into it, but we don't really dive into the deep workings of how it can truly benefit us. And that's what we're going to be doing on this channel. Okay. So we are here to blend faith and function. You need both. You have to have faith, but you also have to put that faith into function to see it flowing throughout your life. You're going to find videos out here to help you grow spiritually, for you to start fresh, to create a digital income, and many other aspects of our lives, okay? We are going to build a life that reflects the woman you're still becoming. And you want to know why I said becoming? Because becoming is a continual process. We don't stop becoming. You're going to continue to bloom. You're going to continue to sprout new leaves. You're going to continue to sprout new growth as you become. That's the beauty of that word. It is continuous, and I love it. So go ahead and subscribe. Hit that notification bell so that you'll know whenever I've loaded a new video. And let's walk out this beautiful faith-filled reset together, because becoming isn't about perfection. It's about movement. And movement is what? Movement is holy, and it is also fulfilling. So in the comments, I would like you to type reset. Okay, as we begin to come to the understanding of who we are and how we're resetting our lives, and we're going to reset it hitting the ground running. All right, guys, I'll see you next time. Thank you so much for joining me, and have a wonderful day.